Y'all, it's your girl Beverly with Beverly's Taste Book, where plant-based foods heal you and they taste good too. Today's recipe is going to be kale and pine nuts. It can be eaten as an entree or as a salad, but the thing is, you're going to think it's cooked when you get done. Let's get to it. The ingredients for this recipe will be lacinato kale, which is a big leafy kale, not to be confused with curly kale. And it's very dark green and very, very nutritious for your body and high in protein. Also, we will be using a bell pepper, onion, pine nuts. Your seasonings will be coriander, cardamom, onion powder, garlic powder, and a little bit of sea salt. The liquid ingredients will be apple cider vinegar, which can be interchangeable with lemon juice, whichever you prefer. I like apple cider vinegar. And also some olive oil and a little bit of maple syrup to cut the bitterness of the kale. Now, I want you to know I do not do measurements in the recipes, but under the video, in the comments, there will be listed the recipe, and it has measurements on it, okay? All right, the equipment we will be using is going to be cutting board, knife, and a gallon-size Ziploc bag. Now, I know you're wondering, what is she going to do with this gallon-size Ziploc bag? That's what I'm going to put all my ingredients in to mash with my hands to make the kale soften so that it looks like it's cooked greens when it's not, which makes it even more nutritious because you're eating a raw dish that tastes like it's cooked and is so good. Another cheat is this little contraption here. This is a destemmer. I use this like when I have very large orders that I have to do with Abundant Health, but because this is going to be very small, I'm going to destem with the knife because I really like touching my vegetables and smelling the release of the aroma of the greens as I destem, so with the knife. So let's get to it. The reason why we destem is because the stems are very, very hard, and they're very hard to soften. So it's easiest, it comes out, the dish comes out way more perfect when you destem the greens. Also, let me show you. I use these stems when I juice. So anything that's left over, again, guys, you can use it to juice and put it and make recipes with juice. If you want to just juice the stems and like add some apples, some ginger, and some lemon to it, it's delicious. It's a nice, nutritious, delicious drink you can make on the fly. All right, let's get to this, y'all. All right, so now we have the kale destemmed. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to bunch it all together, and you want to, you can do this one or three ways. Either you can just bunch them all together and just make fine shreds this way, or the fancy way would be to take your leaves and line them up and then roll them in a roll like this. And then you can start doing fine shreds that way. Y'all ain't fancy. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna bunch these up and we're gonna just finely chop these up. All right, here we go. Now the fun begins. See, I have my kale, my chopped up kale, my red bell pepper, and my red onion in the bag. Now I'm going to pour in my ingredients, dry and wet. We'll start with the wet. The pine nuts and the dry ingredients. I'm going to close all the ingredients up in the bag. I'm going to get all the air out because we don't need any friends. That's air hindering us from doing what we're trying to do. And what we're going to do next is the very fun part. We're going to get to mashing and mixing with our hands. All right, family, so the mixing has ended. Now you'll see that your vegetables are all mixed. They look like they're tasty and marinated. Now, what you can do is either you can eat it immediately or you can let it sit overnight so that it can even wilt even further and be more soft to eat the next day. But we're gonna eat some right now. So here I present to you kale and pine nuts. I'm gonna have me a little bit, so y'all stand by because I want you to see the look on my face when I get all this flavor. It's so good. So y'all like, subscribe, and share Beverly's Taste Book. Family, to find me on YouTube, go to Beverly's Taste Book. Please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to my page. Also, on Facebook, you can like my Abundant Health Vegan Vegetarian Lifestyle page. Please like and share. I'll be posting the videos there as well. My website is abundanthealthforlife.weebly.com. abundanthealthforlife.weebly.com. Go on there, check out the information. I have some information tools on there, the cookbooks that I use, and different videos talking about living healthy and detoxing. I make cold pressed juices and plant-based cuisine, so check me out.